Nearly 1 in 5 workers are loud quitting at their jobs. Can we just stop with all of these phrases? This isn't loud quitting. This is childish behavior. How about that? Does that offend anybody? I'm sorry. That's what it is. We got to come up with a phrase, loud quitting, the opposite of quiet quitting. No, it's churlish behavior. It's childish behavior. It's immature behavior. It's laziness. It's unhealthy. How's that? Is that good for everybody? Okay, that's what it is. All right, so if you've been under a rock and you haven't heard the phrase, the quiet quitting, this is, and again, I'm not a fan of the quiet quitting phrase because I think that's garbage too. But quiet quitting is referred to as I'm only doing what is expected of me. This is what the job description is. I'm going to do that. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm not going to be exceptional. I'm just going to do what's expected of me. Okay. Well, Gallup's 2023 State of the Global Workplace report published last week says 18% of employees in the United States, actually, this is worldwide. 18% of employees worldwide are doing this loud quitting nonsense. In other words, actively disengaged, meaning they're just showing up. They're not doing a good job at all, not even doing an average job. It's below average because they may not be doing much of anything at all. So I like my friends at Gallup. They're very great. They're the gold standard. But yeah, okay, let's just call it what it is. This is bad behavior. It's not loud quitting. Now, we're talking about 122,000 employed people. So when Gallup does a study, let me just tell you, they do a study. Loud quitters. They're detached, says Jim Harder from the organization. He's a Gallup workplace management guy. But they're also emotionally against the organization. So this isn't just detached, just kind of going through the motions. They are emotionally charged. They are emotionally against the organization. There's a difference between coming in and just lazying around, the lovable loser, if you will. Lazy Larry, but Larry's nice. Larry doesn't have an axe to grind. Larry's just lazy. That's not what this is. According to the data, they are emotionally against the organization, and they are vocally proud of it. They're asking to get fired. They're asking for a fight. They are much more likely to take another job pretty quickly if it becomes available, and they won't need as much money to do that. They are just flat out unhappy. Now there's where the loud quitting comes in. They're telling anybody that'll listen, they don't care. They're pretty much telling everybody but the boss, but sometimes they know they got the boss over a barrel, and they'll be like that really disrespectful teenager because they know you love them, mom and dad. You know what I'm talking about. They know you're not going to kick them out, although you want to. And so they talk to us way differently than they talk to other adults. Come on, any parents of teenagers, can I get an amen? There it is, ringing all across America. All right. So they're that kind of person. They know that the boss can't replace them easily, so they're going to put up a lot more crap. And they're just so angry at the organization. They're so angry at their life. They're hurting, and it is oozing out of them. That's what's going on. But the dissatisfaction comes down to one primary cause: management. Bosses explain about 70% of the variance in team engagement. It is how people are led. Now, you got some problem people, but overall, when you see a lot of disengagement, it comes down to how the leader is leading them. Am I banging on leaders right now? No. What I'm saying is the data says that a person is more likely to be disengaged because of the relationship with their leader or the lack of relationship with their leader as it relates to communication. Do I clearly know what I'm supposed to do? Do I have the tools and resources to do it? And in other words, am I trained for it? Does my leader check in with me and see how it's going? Does the leader just keep piling on top of me and I don't know how I'm going to do it all? And so I'm left to figure it out on my own because I'm afraid to go to my leader because I don't have a relationship with them. And if I tell them I'm drowning, they're going to fire me. That's what's going on. So one meaningful conversation a week, leaders, would solve a lot of this if you did something about what you heard.